Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I decided to clear out my kitchen pantry and all my cupboards in the kitchen to see what foods I still have left, what needs to be used up, and which new foods or other foods I have to buy to restock my pantry. This video is honestly a surprise because I really do not know what is inside all the boxes and stuff that I keep in my kitchen. It is not the most organized place in the house, also because the cupboard construction is quite unfortunate, but we'll see what I have and what I can make, what meals I can make to use all the foods up that have been lying around in my pantry for a year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't really know. Let's have a look. So I am sitting in between all the stuff that I had in my pantry. There's still some rice and ground coffee left, which I didn't pull out because I use this on a regular basis. But these are all the open packages and stuff, and especially these boxes, which I haven't looked through in a really long time because they're always at the bottom of everything, and I just put the things on top. I also went through my fridge, which I didn't show you in a clip. And took out all the things that I know are out of date, and I smell some of them and they turned bad, and that means they've been in there for way too long. So I would say let's start with all the stuff behind me, and I'll tell you what it is and what I'm planning on doing with it, and whether it is something that I eat on a regular basis and which I don't need to worry about using up, or whether it is something that has been in my cupboards for a while and that I really need to figure out what to do with them. So I've got my coffee here. Let's do this. So to my left, first thing I have are these rice papers. One of them is unopened, the other one is opened. They're really unpractical to store somewhere. Either they roll everywhere, fall behind the cupboards, or they crack when you put something on top, so it's a very unfortunate food, I'd say. There are so many in here, it's like 20 of them, so I have to make many summer rolls with them. But as it's actually getting warmer, I do not really mind, and I honestly forgot that I even had them, so it wasn't even on my radar. So I'm definitely going to use these up. Then I have some fried onions. I use them all the time for burgers and stuff. Some nori sheets, which my boyfriend and I make sushi on occasion, and they don't go bad, so I save them for later. And I've got some wraps. I ate some of them yesterday, so I do not worry about eating all of this up. Then I've got a herb mix, which I use to make my tomato soup. That's why I have the tin tomatoes here. Again, this is a regular staple of mine. If I want something quick and easy for dinner, I always make a tomato soup with some herbs and tofu. These are not mine, these are my boyfriend's. So these are his to eat, and we just bought them 3 days ago. Again, do not worry. And then I have my first box here, and I can already see that there's something in here that I really need to use up. I bought them maybe a year ago. They are noodles, these like small tiny noodles that you can put in soup, and they often use them in like Greek dishes. That's what I bought them for, but I never really used them up, and I think it is time that I just throw them into the pot with some other kind of pasta and make a pasta mix up to use those up. So they go with the rice paper. Then I've got microwavable popcorn. I made them when I had some friends over, but there are so many left, and maybe I'll ask someone else if they want them, because I personally don't really eat popcorn. I have got other snacks that I prefer, so I might ask someone if they want it. So this box is already empty, and it was just a waste of space basically. So giveaway. Let this be my giveaway box. Then I have my baking box. I've got all the stuff for baking. I'll just keep this in there. This is as organized as it gets for my baking supplies. Just this, I'm gonna put somewhere else, so I use this up. Then, okay, let's continue with this. To my right, I have all the staples like sugar and white flour, oats, powdered sugar, pasta. I have got this coconut flour that I bought reduced from one of the markets. I haven't figured out what to do with it yet. That's why it's not open, and I do not worry it turning bad. It lasts until 2019 sometime, so I will definitely use this. But as it was a bit more expensive than normal flour, I really want to wait and see what special kind of dessert I can make with this. And until I have a good idea, this is just gonna stay in my pantry, and also this doesn't spill or anything, so I don't mind. Pasta. If you know my Instagram, then you know that I really love pasta, and it's one of my favorite things to make. If you don't know my Instagram, you can check it out. I'll put the link in the description box below. Really yummy food. So I eat oats on a regular basis, so I don't really mind. But what you can see here is that I have many different kinds of pasta, which is really not necessary. My favorites are spaghetti, one opened, one closed, because I bought a new one, although I already had one opened and there was still a lot left in it, just because I didn't know I still had it, because it was so unorganized. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the pasta that I showed you, so 5 different kinds of pasta just lying around waiting to be eaten. And I honestly prefer these ones and the spaghetti over any other kind of pasta. So that is what I'm always reaching for, and the other ones kind of are forgotten at the back of the cupboard, but I have to use them up. So with this one, a really sweet friend sent this to me, and they're like Christmas noodles. And I don't mind that they're Christmas noodles, but I just have never come around to eating them because they're so special. And I think that is the thing many of us do, is if the food that we are given is very special, or you can only eat it on a certain occasion because they're Christmas noodles, we tend to just keep them and then forget about them. And although this will last until 2020, I think it is a shame to keep it that long, and we should start using up things immediately as soon as we get them. So I'm definitely going to put this on the use up quickly pile, just so it's not lying around anymore. Then I have this. It's to make some like vegetable burger patties, and I already opened this up and made a batch, so it is just logical to just make the rest at some point, and if I don't eat it, freeze it, so use up quickly. With the pasta, again, I do not worry. Then I have some crunchy peanut butter. Actually, I had the smooth one, and my boyfriend had this one, but he likes the smooth one better, and I prefer the crunchy one, so we swapped. I think I made the better deal. Thumbs up if you think so too. Yeah, and then I have some honey that I've had for God knows how long. It smells really good. The thing with honey is, I know honey is a very controversial thing to eat, buy, or show, especially as a vegan. I live a vegan, or to my extent, vegan lifestyle, and I still have honey at home. There are different reasons for that, which I'm not going to go into. This one, unfortunately, I bought at a supermarket a long time ago, and I couldn't get myself to throw it away. So I kept eating it, just because I think wasting food is worse than eating, for me, is worse than eating food that is not vegan. So I'll try and eat this up. Maybe even ask someone else if they want it. That's a friend of mine. I wouldn't give this to just any person, just someone I really know. But I would eat this up. And if you're interested, I can make a whole video about my opinion on the whole honey and veganism situation. Yeah. Use up. Okay, that is all of this. Then let's get to the boxes. This is again, same with the spaghetti. Open package, closed package, because I bought this because I didn't know I still had this. Yeah, need to use both of them up. I think I put them to my baking thing, so I maybe need to bake some chocolate cookies where just a ton of cacao powder goes into. I do not drink cacao or something. I prefer coffee or tea, so I only use this for baking, and most of the time you need so little of this stuff that even this one was probably gonna last me more than a year, if not longer. So baking. Then I've got some Pt.1 left. There's a tiny amount left. Okay, not so tiny, but tiny enough. So I'll probably just make some peanut sauce for... Okay, this is peanut butter chocolate flavor. But again, maybe I'm just gonna make a peanut sauce for some pasta that I make or a stir fry and use this up. So, use up. And then from the same person that sent me the noodles, I also got these two spreads. One of them is a jam, which is tea mango jam. And I'm so curious about it but I knew I had tons of other jams already open in the fridge. I hesitated to open this one up, but now I will put this in the fridge and I will eat this. Same goes with this one. This is a mango curry spread. I rarely eat savory spreads on bread because either I prefer sweet ones or something like cheese and like layered sandwiches. But what I do with spreads like this is that I turn them into sauces for my meals, and I do that on a regular basis. So just most of the time I just use some spread, mix it with some water or vegan like cream, and make it into a sauce and pour it over my meal. And mango curry sounds delicious, so using this up now. I totally forgot my coffee. It's already cold. Empty. See how easy this is. Okay, let's go to this one. This is still in its packaging. It's like Dextra Energy, some sugar tablets, which are delicious, vanilla, strawberry. And I'm just gonna put them into my snack drawer, so I'll use this up. There is still some salt left because I always buy salt in big packages, and then I fill them into these little jars. And I have another one in my pantry, which I'm using on a regular basis, but I only use so little salt that it lasts me a long time. So this is just the backup package. Then I've got different herb mixes and stuff from Maggi, which I wanted to try out because they were on sale, but I never got around to doing so. And I think it is time that I use all of them up and make what is on here, or at least some version of it. When I don't have the right ingredients, I tend to improvise. So I'm using these up too. Then, I didn't even know I had this. Tinned kidney beans, yoo-hoo! Lunch. Some bulgur. Again, it is organic even. And I never cooked this, but my mom has a really great recipe, so I might just steal the recipe from her and then make a big batch and make like half of it, keep some for the next day, and then make the rest. So this is definitely gonna go on the use up quickly pile. Same with this one. Some time ago I was really into baked beans, so I bought these white beans myself, but they take a long time to actually make, and I was always too lazy. But you just have to soak them in water, cook them, and then make a sauce for them. And I think it is time that I try and make my own baked beans. What do you think? My aunt and uncle, they live in Greece, and not for last year, but for the year before last year's Christmas, they gave me these fava beans, which are split chickpeas, I guess. And I really love how Greeks prepare this dish. You can make this into kind of a dip or just eat it by itself. I like to do that. And I just never got around to doing it. Also partly because my Greek is okay, but it's not that good, and it has all the instructions in Greek, and I was always too lazy to translate. But I think it is time for me to just get this on with and make this, because it is delicious and it has been in here for 1.5 years. Then I've got some... Good, I don't know what this is in English, but basically I make some vegan mozzarella cheese with it. I just need some cashews and some spices. This is not going bad, so I might make some cheese again, I think. This was also quite expensive, so I don't mind keeping this. And then the last thing I have is some young green jackfruit. Also in here, I thought I used up all my tins of green jackfruit, but this is here, so... I really want to do something with the jackfruit now. Maybe some summer rolls with fresh veggies and some jackfruit in them. Maybe. I will. We'll see. Okay, so this was it from me, guys. This was all that is in my pantry. I have some stuff that I need to use up, which I'm going to show you in a minute. The rest of the stuff I use on a regular basis anyway. And I knew I had, and cooking with it all the time, or baking with it all the time. I think I'm gonna make some recipe videos in the future showing you how I use all of these things up. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I think this was very helpful for me. I'm gonna soak some white beans now so I can make beans on toast tomorrow, and prepare the jackfruit for my lunch. If you have any questions or video requests, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. See you in the next one. Bye.